There's one over here from Seneca.
Mm-hmm.
We suffer more often in imagination than in reality.
That's deep. I like that.
Mm-hmm. I think that's very profound.
No, it's really true, man. We suffer a lot more in imagination than in reality.
Mm-hmm. Guys,
Yeah.
so I think sometimes we see, from my understanding, this is very sort of like more tangible way of explaining it. I think that as human beings, we want a bit of like certainty, right? And when we begin to imagine certain things, our minds can go haywire. So say for instance, you've written an exam, and you're waiting for results. When you wait for your result, like you just kind of like think of the worst.
The worst that could happen.
The worst that could possibly happen, and I think that imagination makes us suffer.
Yeah.
But reality, basically, sort of like we know where we stand with reality. Do you know what I mean?
No, for real.
Or just thinking that someone's cheating on you, or someone's smashing your girlfriend.
Yeah. I think when you talked about the what's it called, the exam situation, we read something recently. I don't know where it was, but it said, a lot of times a disappointment can become a disaster. And I think that's where the mind comes into play. Mm-hmm. Where something such as a failed exam result can really, look, I failed my second year of uni, right? Do you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And that's something that, when you look at it from the grand scheme, it's a disappointment. But in the moment, or in that situation, when your mind is running, laps, it's a disaster.
Right.
And you think to yourself, like the world is crumbling around me. But that is all in your imagination.
That's true.
In addition to that, can't get the word out. In addition to that, I also think, the mind is one of the greatest things that we have. But with great power comes great responsibility.
Yeah.
And the mind can lead you to euphoria and absolute joy and happiness, but can also flip on its head.
Yeah.
And you can have, these moments, depression and all these things. And they're all due to how great the mind is at imagining things.
Yeah, I think it all comes down to being present, right? Because I guess when you're present, that's reality. Whereas when you kind of like go in your own head and begin to imagine things, you can suffer.
Yeah, definitely.
And obviously that's where a lot of depression and anxiety actually comes into play, because you're just imagining the worst.
Yeah, imagining everything that could possibly go wrong.
Yeah,
going wrong.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
So yeah, that's it.
Great one from Seneca. A lot of people like to do outros and stuff. How about we just cut the video off whenever?
Yeah, just cut it, man. I think.